Today, we're diving into the world of iconic game franchises that have been missing in action for way too long. These aren't just any games, they're the unforgettable experiences, legendary stories, and gameplay innovations that defined entire eras and set new standards in the industry. So if you're a fan of games that make an impact, get ready to relive the excitement and see which 15 legendary franchises deserve to rise again.
My city will thrive, and will use you to...
The Bioshock series redefined the first-person shooter genre by blending intricate storytelling with social and philosophical commentary. Bioshock introduced players to Rapture, a city under the sea, capturing the atmosphere of a place isolated from society, yet driven by ambition. Each game in the series was deeply immersive, with layers of symbolism and challenging moral choices, from the unsettling splicers and terrifying big daddies to the exploration of power and choice.
Bring us the girl and wipe away the debt.
A new entry could further explore the complex ideologies while pushing new boundaries in game design and interactive storytelling.
Be wonderful if I could do with a knife what Picasso did with a brush.
Sam, we lost the signal. All we know is that the next attack is coming.
And we'll only have one chance to hit them back.
Everybody stay sharp.
Splinter Cell was revolutionary for its use of light and shadow in stealth gameplay, giving players tactical control over how they approached each mission. As Sam Fisher, you could sneak through enemy lines, neutralize threats without a sound, and use high-tech gadgets to gain an advantage. Each game combined international political intrigue with personal stakes, making players feel like a real spy. Fans long for another Splinter Cell game that could leverage modern mechanics, pushing its stealth elements even further with today's AI advancements. In Prototype, players stepped into the shoes of Alex Mercer, a bioengineered anti-hero with superhuman abilities like consuming enemies to gain their appearance and memories. The game's frenetic combat and chaotic open-world New York City setting created an experience where players could unleash havoc in various forms, from brutal melee attacks to acrobatic maneuvers. The visceral, dark tone, coupled with Alex's mysterious backstory, set Prototype apart. An updated Prototype could bring even more depth to Alex's powers and a darker, more intricate storyline. Infamous was beloved for allowing players to control the electricity-wielding hero Cole McGrath, exploring his transformation from a regular bike courier to a super-powered being. The game was also known for its karma system, letting players choose between good or evil paths, which impacted the story, character relationships, and even Cole's powers. The open-world setting offered plenty of exploration, and the storyline kept players invested. A comeback could expand on the karmic choices and bring a larger city with even more powers to master. Twisted Metal is classic car combat with unique vehicles, brutal firepower, and iconic characters like Sweet Tooth, the ice cream truck-driving clown. Each character had a story, often dark or twisted, that added depth to the carnage. The franchise allowed players to unleash chaos in arenas filled with traps, destructible environments, and high-octane destruction. A revival could capitalize on current graphics technology and online multiplayer, bringing back the adrenaline rush of chaotic vehicular combat for a new generation.
I got more implants than I thought I did.
More than your body can handle.
Meaning my ability to infiltrate, fight, and circumvent has now grown exponentially.
Deus Ex was groundbreaking in blending RPG mechanics with first-person shooting, setting its story in a dystopian cyberpunk world, rife with conspiracy and human augmentation issues. The game gave players unprecedented freedom in approaching objectives, encouraging exploration, stealth, or direct combat based on player choice. Its layered narrative touched on artificial intelligence, social inequality, and government control. And a modern-day Deus Ex could bring these themes even closer to home with today's technological advancements.
Faith Connors.
In Mirror's Edge, players controlled Faith Connors, a parkour messenger in a dystopian cityscape. The game's unique first-person perspective gave players a real sense of speed and fluidity as they navigated rooftops, made daring jumps, and evaded enemies without traditional weapons. The minimalist art style and soundtrack added to its distinct vibe. A reboot could expand on the parkour mechanics and delve deeper into the lore of Faith's world, enhancing the immersive experience. Rayman has been a beloved platforming icon since the 90s, known for its bright colors, quirky characters, and imaginative levels. Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins showed how well the series could adapt, and each game brought its distinct style, combining humor, challenging gameplay, and stunning visuals. Rayman's whimsical worlds and diverse level designs could thrive in a new title, especially one that could utilize co-op or even online multiplayer. Burnout Paradise broke away from traditional racing by focusing on destruction with its adrenaline-pumping races and insane crash physics. Set in an open world, players could explore and participate in races, stunts, and the iconic Crash mode, where players aimed for maximum destruction. Fans would love a new Burnout game with larger maps, more destructible environments, and online features.
None suffers more than a traitor. We're cops.
You're a cop. I'm an undercover cop. The rules are different.
Sleeping Dogs is a blend of open-world action and martial arts combat, following Wei Shen's journey through the gritty streets of Hong Kong. With dynamic hand-to-hand combat, Wei could take down enemies using improvised weapons and environmental attacks, making every fight feel intense and authentic. The story's mix of crime drama and deep undercover work made Sleeping Dogs a cult classic. Fans want a sequel that would offer expanded mechanics, a bigger city, and more of Wei's gripping story. Painkiller delivered relentless first-person shooter action, focusing on fast-paced combat against waves of demonic enemies. The game became a cult favorite for its horror elements and over-the-top action, offering players a powerful arsenal and gruesome battles. An updated version could keep the chaotic spirit alive, modernize graphics, and bring new levels of intensity to satisfy fans of classic shooters.
I want the darkness.
The Darkness brought a unique blend of horror and mafia drama, following Jackie Estacado's transformation into a supernatural anti-hero. His dark powers allowed him to summon demons, hide in shadows, and use otherworldly abilities to fight enemies. The haunting narrative, combined with brutal combat and an atmosphere that was both stylish and eerie, gave The Darkness a special place among supernatural shooters. A return could elevate its horror elements and delve deeper into Jackie's story and powers. Earthworm Jim was a light-hearted and absurd platformer that followed Jim, a worm in a supersuit, as he battled quirky enemies across bizarre levels. Its humor and unique level design made it a favorite among 90s gamers. With today's nostalgia for retro platformers, a comeback could introduce Jim to a new generation while maintaining the charm, humor, and challenging gameplay. Titanfall is known for its blend of pilot and mech-based gameplay, allowing players to switch between agile foot combat and commanding giant titans on the battlefield. Titanfall 2 further refined this concept with a critically acclaimed single-player campaign, balancing intensity with thoughtful storytelling. A new Titanfall would be highly anticipated for its unique gameplay dynamics and could be an ideal addition to the modern FPS landscape. Sunset Overdrive combined high-octane action with vibrant visuals, giving players parkour-style movement and inventive weapons in a city overtaken by energy mutants. The game's humorous tone, colorful world, and fluid traversal mechanics made it a one-of-a-kind experience. Fans are eager for a return that could introduce even crazier enemies, inventive weaponry, and expanded movement options across an even larger open world. It's hard to believe how long it's been since we last got to experience these iconic adventures and characters. So, let's raise our voices and let the game developers know. We want to see these franchises return. What do you think? Which game franchise are you most excited to see make a comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.